So I'm going to change this to customer BO like this, and I'm just going to call it cust for now. There we go. But there's a problem because it doesn't know about the customer business object, and you know why. It's because I didn't add a dependency for the business logic layer yet. So let's go and do that. Right click here, add reference, go and select the business logic layer right here, swoopsie, and now it will know about the BO, customer BO. If I just do a control, either use the lamp or do a control dot and say I want to use it. Now it seemed that was already, it already grabbed it for me, so thanks a lot, but I need this using keyword right here. If it's not there, let me just show you. It'll still be red, and I can do a control dot and do a selection of this guy, and then it'll pop up here, and now I actually have the business object. That's all I had to do. Let's launch the application and see it's actually running, and let me just stay down here so you guys can see. The only difference here is I'm sending in an actual business object, and we're doing something here called model binding. Let me just put that in there as well. Business object comes from JSON using model binding like this. So it's actually behind the scenes passing the JSON into this object. Let's try and see it actually running. So the program is running, and I'll do a post now with our beautiful homemade JSON object right here, and I'll hit my actual post request right here into the HTTP post. And if I mouse over and I open these guys, you'll see that it doesn't have an address, but we have the first name, Lars, full name, Lars Bilde, ID, and a last name. Everything is available. Now Lars Bilde is auto-created behind the scenes inside our customer business object, but these ID, last name, and first name is actually what I passed using the JSON. So just a final recap here. How did I actually get this data from Postman all the way over to our REST API? I'm just going to look at the drawing here a second, because right now we did a post request from Postman. We added inside the envelope information about this customer object using JSON. So if we go back, you'll see information inside the body of the post request in the form of JSON. We then send it over the wire. It gets down here to the REST API, and it says, okay, using the envelope, I know that I have to actually use /values with a post request. So it goes into the code and says, is there a /values? Yes, there is. It's the values controller. Is there a post request here? Yes, there is. So I'm just going to grab the data from the body, create a new customer business object behind the scenes using model binding, and actually just populate all the properties that matches the names of the JSON object. It's that simple. And now all of this is done. We could start saving this in the database, and we'll do that later. Let's make a real customer controller first, and then we can send the response back to whoever's listening, in our case Postman. Everything went fine, we just saved the object for you. That's it for this lesson. Now you know how to pass or send a JSON object over the wire. See you next time.